Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your reading. We're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating and preparing for the reading on the collective Aries energy, I was getting the song God is a Woman, which is an Ariana Grande song. And I believe Ariana Grande is an Aries, so that makes sense to me. But also, you may resonate with that song. You may hear that song, like maybe in your car, in the gas station, on social media. Sometimes I get songs in advance. So if you come across that song, pay attention to what you're thinking about in that moment. There may be some sort of significance there. But either way, I got very much a sense of empowerment, whether you're a male or female, right? Play on words. That song, but whether you're masculine or feminine energy, it was just this very empowering type of vibe coming through that I was feeling, because right on the heels of that, I got This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys, who's an Aquarius. Some of you might have Aquarius in your chart or be dealing with one, but again, it's that sense of like something getting fired up with inside of you, the sense of reboosting your confidence or resparking something in your life here, okay? And we just came out of a really tumultuous energy, and some of you may have felt that, where it just seems very thick, dense, emotional energy, very shadowy type stuff going on for the collective. In part because it's Scorpio season, but also some of the astrological alignments playing into this. But I feel like anytime we go through a dark period as a collective, there's always this bounce back, right? And so I feel like Aries, some of you are getting that bounce back. And I just heard, make it pop, make it pop, make it pop, make it pop. That's off of TikTok. Anyways, I just stopped watching TikTok. Anyways, Aries, the image that I got when I sat in the meditation was a microphone, by the way, and they were showing me someone hitting the top of the microphone and saying, is this on? Now, some of you have gone through this period where maybe you have felt like you couldn't voice an opinion, or maybe that you weren't being heard, like maybe you were trying to make your needs be known, but not feeling like it was being received, or maybe you were asking the universe for something and feeling like you weren't getting answers or you weren't being heard. There's this sense of, that type of vibe going on, Aries, as well. All right, so some of you that may be dissipating, some of you that's coming in the energy, but we're going to get specific and see what you can do about this and what else you have going on, right? So let's go into the headspace for Aries. 3 of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Cups, ooh, and the 3 of Wands. So Aries, there's this sense of feeling more accomplished, kind of needing to let some things go on an emotional level so that you can kind of look towards the future and move towards something that makes you feel like, they're giving me the term wide open spaces, makes you feel like you have a little bit more space or freedom. Some of you are really craving like this sense of emotional freedom, of having more ability to kind of go and do as you want, when you want, okay? Some of you might be pursuing this within the career environment, others of you in relationships, but I just get a sense of, there's something here about building blocks that have already been laid, okay, in your life. And because of that, it's giving you some sort of allowance here to kind of free yourself from maybe a prior responsibility, a prior relationship, or anything that made you feel tied down. I feel like is getting released during this time frame, and it's somewhat opening up new doors of opportunity for you, Aries. Because I got the word on the horizon. So there's something coming here on the horizon for you to kind of look forward to, okay? And this is what's going on in the headspace. There's also this sense of needing to release judgment of yourself, okay? Some of you may have been in this space where you are harshly judging self, or maybe another person. But since, you know, everyone is a part of the collective, we're connected to all, right? So even if we're judging another harshly, technically speaking, that's still judgment of self, because we're all connected, right? But there's this message here about kind of needing to let that go. And the minute you let that go, Aries, the minute you kind of relinquish yourself from that, it's like this sacred space coming through and these like ethereal ideas as well coming through to you. And this could be coming through your intuitive space, a creative space, the emotional space, but I feel like it'll be palpable. Like there's some sort of palpable shift going on in your emotions, and it's like almost unlocking the door to whatever's next for you, whatever's on the next horizon, okay? So no backtracking here, Aries. This is not a time to backtrack. And again, you have the card of the Voyager. So I feel like a lot of you are going into this more independent, philosophical, kind of out of the box energy, maybe even looking to travel or making travel plans during this time frame, looking for new avenues for money possibly, or just something new to look forward to, even when it comes to relationships, right? But this is also about staying honest with yourself, staying honest with others, and taking the ethical approach. So let's see what's going on in the emotional space for my Aries. Ooh. 5 of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So emotionally, here's that draining type of vibe. All right, now the whole entire collective had been feeling some sort of like shadowed, tumultuous energy, especially over the past week. So Aries, you might have also felt that, whether that just felt like a little more fatigued than usual or just straight up drained. You know, take it as it resonates. But there's something here emotionally that needed to be let go of. And this is helping to build confidence, right? So sometimes the things that we think are losses are actually our gains. And in fact, it's always to our benefit, right? Because through change, through loss comes growth, comes development, comes experience, right? So Spirit really encouraging you to see it that way. But I feel like you don't really need the encouragement, Aries, because like the emotional awareness is here, right? And this is like giving you that confidence boost. There is new commitment potentials when it comes to relationships. So if you're, say, in a committed relationship, I feel like there's a chance to renew that or reconnect maybe after a period of feeling isolated or drained or just not on the same page, right? If you're not in a commitment, then there is an opportunity for a new person or someone from your past possibly coming up with some sort of renewal here or growth opportunity in the connection, okay? So it's like, don't mourn the past for too long, Aries, because there is something, I heard nothing set in stone, okay? And there's something here or someone here that you might be connecting with during this time frame, and it could feel like a very intense connection. It could feel like a soulmate. Doesn't have to be intimate, but for a lot of you it will be. But it could also be a family member or a friend. But whatever it is, there's a lot of growth potential around it, okay? So I feel like whatever this is that you needed to release, this energy shift is allowing you to finally let it go. And that is kind of unlocking some sort of new experience here, not just when it comes to, like, say, the financial pursuits, but also when it comes to a relationship pursuits. Also, some of you could be connecting with a Leo, Aries or Sag or Scorpio during this time frame, but take it as it resonates. So let's go a little bit further here, Aries, into the deeper spiritual picture. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, the 3 of Swords. Let me get some clarification on that. Oh my gosh, I got a whole book on that. Okay. And they just gave me a song. Who wrote the book on love? I think that's the name of it. Okay, so things got interesting here, Aries. So it's like this dawn of a new era type of energy. And I'm not just saying that to be dramatic. These are the words that I'm getting. And like the celebration of life, you know. So there's going to be moments, okay, over the next month or so where you're going to just feel freer than you've ever felt, you know, enjoyment of life, like finding more excitement in things, getting your energy back, okay? Some of you even making new connections or connecting with friends. And then out of the shadows, okay, here's the Devil and the Three of Swords. So there's something going on in the background here, Aries, to be aware of. This could be that same situation that always pulls on your heartstrings. So it's almost like you're making all of this progress here. You're unlocking some sort of new pathway, okay? Or for some of you, a new connection. And then this old residual energy coming up, you know, or these old habitual ways of thinking coming up. And it has to deal with something or someone that hurts you. And I don't feel this is new energy. I feel this is old energy that you've released or felt you released. But then maybe for whatever reason, it still lingers and then coming back again to the forefront, okay? So I did ask for clarification on that situation here, Aries, and I got the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So what you don't see here, this is what this is telling me, is that there's success. You can have success without a struggle. You can have a relationship without the conflict. But if you have an expectation that the only way to get success is through struggle and hard work, then that is the only way that success will ever come to you, because that's your belief. And you can't buck your own belief systems. And law of attraction responds to your beliefs. Same thing with relationships. If Aries, things are going smoothly in your life, but you expect that there'll be some sort of struggle within a relationship, then do not be surprised when you recreate that belief into the next relationship or a past relationship. All right. So really the overall message during this time frame, Aries, is to remember that you're in charge of your own experience, okay? And what you give focus to is what repeats in your life. And if you expect a struggle, there will be a struggle. On the other end of that, if you're able to let that go and see clearly that you can feel successful and connected without having to go through this, then you call more of that into you. Some of you, it's just like, there's a lot of competing desires as well showing up. So, all of a sudden I got all these, like, I feel flustered. So there might be, I think this is a trigger. I feel like I'm triggering you. I feel like I'm triggering my Aries people. Or there's some sort of trigger that comes through the energy. And it's something that you thought you had let go of, right? But unbeknownst to you, it was still sleeping inside of you, okay? The good news is that when this occurs, some of you this has already occurred, but when it occurs, you're going to see it for what it is. You're going to see it as a trigger. You're going to recognize it. And anytime we recognize areas of ourself that triggers our shadow, then that is the realization that we need to be able to course correct. You know, to say, oh, okay, I didn't know that that was something that was bothering me. That's something I could work on, or maybe that's something I need to address, okay? So sometimes we don't even know or are aware of what's going on with us until it triggers, until it manifests and we see it for ourselves. And then we say, I didn't like that, okay? Or I didn't know that about that person, about myself, whatever. So I do feel that coming up, or has already come up, but I also get on the tail of that is that that's what's empowering you. That's what's meant to empower you, because it's bringing some sort of self-actualization to your life, to your awareness, so that you can course correct, change your focus, go within. Maybe there's some things about yourself that you thought you healed that you didn't heal, you know? I personally went through this past weekend. I don't have any Aries in my chart. I'm just sharing this with you as an example, where I thought I was in this place of my life that I was untriggerable, ungo-gettable, which I know, logistically speaking, that's never going to happen. But you know what I mean? I was in that elusive thinking until I got triggered. And then it became obvious to me, okay, I still have some self-work to do around that specific topic, you know? So, don't take it to heart, Aries. Just take it as a growth moment, as a awakening, as a realization, and then bounce back. So that's what the encouragement is. If I go back to the beginning of the video now, the bounce back, okay? The empowerment that's coming through. This girl is on fire, boy is on fire, you know, letting it reignite your passion and drive, okay? And that's how you're going to get what you want during this time frame. So there is some obstacles showing up, right? But these are self-inflicted obstacles. Even if it seems like it's coming through other people, you know, the others are only a reflection of what we have going on internally. So do that internal work. Just know that this is going to be a blip on the radar. Nothing more than that, Aries, because you have already carved out some sort of path here that is coming into alignment for you. So let's see what the Osho Zen has to say. For some reason, I wanted to say that's the quick and dirty of it. I'm not sure. It's not something I usually say, but the quick and dirty. Maybe that resonates with someone. All right, so you have, we are the world, harmony, and consciousness. Did I see one fall over here? Guess not. So it's, again, reminding you to stay harmonious and to stay, this is going to increase your level of consciousness, okay, of awareness of self, right? And so just keep that in mind, Aries, no matter what is coming up during this time frame. And let's see what the overall guidance is then. I'm sorry, that song is still playing in my head. I didn't mean to like go in La La Land. Okay, it says Hello from Heaven. The God is a Woman song kept playing. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you, Aries, as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you and to prove they're with you at this time. So some of you have maybe a loved one that's passed over, a guardian angel. Of course, your guides are always with you, but just know that you have support both on the physical plane and in the non-physical. And Aries, ride this energy like a wave. You know what I'm saying? I love this. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or have in your own birth chart. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are the prominent signs that are sticking out to me, but I also have Capricorn and Pisces here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and Aquarius as well, sorry. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. The you versus them readings, I know you guys love those. I alternate you versus them versus the generals. Those will be up next, so stay tuned for that. And I'm wishing you the very best either way, all right? So until next time, Aries. Oh, also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. All of it linked down below, Tarot Time with Dana. I have a ton of videos on Facebook and some on Instagram. All of my social media you can find in the About section. And like I said, down below, donation link in the About section. For those of you who want to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, wishing you the very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.